Good afternoon. I'm Wendy, and on behalf of Circle 96, very warm welcome to everyone to Smashing Summit, our episode 11, to debunk all your Feng Shui myths and superstition. In this following smashing hour or so, the team of master will be literally smashing away all your misunderstanding, misconception, and the necessity of the so-called Feng Shui artifacts. Firstly, I'd like to thank our beautiful sponsors, RenoTalk, the number one renovation platform in Southeast Asia. It's a platform for people to come together to talk and engage on renovation matter, sourcing reliable renovation material, interior designers, and contractors. Recommended by property owners for all property owners. Our other sponsor is Sky Creation. It is an award-winning renovation firm who has received many awards in the industry over the years. It is a professionally accredited renovation firm that has attained many industry certificates for quality and industry best. Now, once again, I have a pleasure to introduce to you our masters. I'm sure by now you have known all of them very well. For the benefit of those who are joining us for the first time, first, I have with me Master 𝗂𝗂. Master 𝗂𝗂 Xiao is our senior modern Feng Shui consultant who at one point doesn't believe in Feng Shui, sharing all the same sentiments as those non-believer. Well, at least not until he was enlightened by his wife, Master Sharon Fong. A third generation award-winning practitioner, was then Master 𝗂𝗂 educated, convinced, trained, and became a practitioner himself. To ease all the pain in understanding this somewhat complicated and confusing subject, Master Sharon and Master 𝗂𝗂 has formed a professional modern Feng Shui team to help people to address these challenging issues using modern Feng Shui techniques and application. Together, they have over 80 years of experience and audited more than 1,000 properties internationally, creating happiness, wealth, and health. Let's welcome Master 𝗂𝗂.
Good afternoon, everyone. Last show we were in Bangkok. Now we're back in Singapore, and today we're going to share many details about fertility. And stay tuned. We're going to bring you all the tips we know and share without holding back. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy.
My pleasure. Well, interesting fertility. Okay, together with Master 𝗂𝗂, I have Master 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝘀, a Feng Shui practitioner with a very strong foundation in both philosophy and application of I Ching metaphysics. He has been invited to speak to various groups of interest on how to harness the energy of Feng Shui. He is also professionally trained in area of computer science and information technology, and also the winner of our Singapore Young Scientist Award in 1992. Being passionate in both Feng Shui and IT, Master 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝘀 wants to empower people with the essence of true teaching of I Ching through AI. Let's welcome Master 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝘀.
Thank you, Wendy.
Hi, nice to have
Good
you
afternoon,
here.
everyone. Yeah, I think this is our episode 11 really. As
Yes.
one of our participants mentioned to me, if you follow every episode, and then sooner you actually learn some of the technique that actually we apply, and then you can help yourself. Back to you, Wendy.
Thank you. True. Well, if you have missed those episodes, I'm sure you can revisit them. Okay, joining both the masters today is Master Sherlyn, who has started her numerology and Feng Shui journey from a very young age of 14 years old. She finds joy in improving the harmony of each house that she sees, helping families to reach their full potential. She is professionally trained as an actuary and definitely not what you would have expected of a Feng Shui master. She embodies what we define as modern Feng Shui. Let's welcome Master Sherlyn.
Good afternoon, everyone. So today we are talking about the man's fertility. I think if you recall in the previous session, I was talking about how the man is equally, if not as important, equally, if not more important than the woman in having a child also. So stay tuned to see what we have here. I hope that this will help the men out there looking to be fathers of their own. Mother's Day is also upcoming for couples who wish to be parents of their own. Stay tuned to hear more.
Looking forward. Well, it'll be interesting. At least it's a different aspect right now. Okay, joining us together also is Master 𝗀, who also has a very strong interest in Chinese metaphysics like Master Sherlyn since a very young child. At that point, though he believes in Feng Shui, he was very skeptical about the Feng Shui masters, especially after having to spend a lot of money on auspicious items recommended and sold by the masters, but to no effects nor improvement as claimed. So over the period, he realized after he learned himself and adopted that real Feng Shui need not spend such money on the items. And the best part of it all, Feng Shui approach can and should be modern. Let's welcome Master 𝗀.
Hi everyone. Very good afternoon to everyone. Very happy to be here to share more. Then stay tuned for all the 𝗁𝗨. Okay.
Yes, definitely 𝗁𝗨, I'm sure. Well, without much further delay, I'm going to pass this smashing hours over to the team of masters.
Thank you, Wendy. I think everybody wants to know what's the difference between Feng Shui and modern Feng Shui. Well, in short, modern Feng Shui do not turn your house into a zoo or a Chinese temple. We do not believe in buying expensive ornaments or auspicious items for your house. Basically, we use whatever you have at home to create a very harmonious house for you. And today we have many books that is written to share with you. The number one book that was written was Peace of Mind by Master Sherlyn and myself. And this book followed by a second book. If you're looking for a property, you really want to get hold of this because there are many secrets that a property agent cannot share with you. And in this book, we will disclose them all to you. It's just like a magician disclosing all the magics behind the scene. Okay, you need to get this yourself if you're looking for a property. For business owner, you're wondering why is your business not doing well. Maybe you have placed something wrongly, and we have written a book especially for business owner for helping you in your business career. All right, and today is Mother's Day weekend. So we also created a book especially for mothers. Get this book, send it to your mother, share with your mothers. This she will definitely appreciate. Okay. And thirdly, not before the last one, we also have a lot of parents worried about their children's academic. So all the masters got together and I created a book especially to help parents to cope with their children's academic stress. Okay. And then we also know that a lot of people getting a new house, thinking of renovation. We also created a book for all the renovation people so that you can create a house that is beautiful and not look like a Chinese temple or a zoo using Feng Shui. Okay, all this will be given to you at the end of the session. Now let's move on. Master Eric is not able to join us today, but he left very, very important message for all the people out there who wants to have babies. Okay, this is very important. Master Eric actually shared one photograph with us and he says, hello, sometimes things out there are not helping you but sabotaging you. Okay, so let me just be very frank with you. I'm not a Buddhist, so I personally do not wish everybody or anyone to use a Buddha head as a decorative. Can you imagine someone using your head as a decorative? And this kind of disrespectful. Buddha is obviously a very important religious leader. I think we just respect a religious leader and not use his head as a decorative. I think this is a no-no. Okay. Secondly, Buddha itself actually is metal element. So having placed the Buddha in the wrong sector, especially with water fountains in the northwest sector, will definitely sabotage you. Okay. What are the problems arise from by looking at this picture? If we were in your house and you got fertility problem, this one the man cannot perform. Confirm, chop and sign. Okay, wife sure complain. Oh, unhappy wife. Oh, sorry, am I touching a bit into R21? Okay, no, hopefully not. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, do not use Buddha head for an end decorative. Okay, secondly, try to avoid without knowledge placing them wrongly, and then you create problems for your family planning. Okay, having said that, we want to bring out our next master, and that's Master 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝘀. Master 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝘀 has very important information to share with everybody. Master 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝘀, this one is vital information. Please go ahead, Master 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝘀.
Yes, yeah, Master Eric was talking about the northwest, right? So northwest you cannot have water. Yeah, you have Buddha is okay, but have a proper one. But right now I'm talking about if northwest, because northwest is a metal elements, right? Belongs to metal elements. So we need to actually strengthen the metal elements. But before that, let's talk about the environment effect. Yeah, actually, environmental effect to our family members actually is very, very important. So every sector is important. Yeah. Remember when I learned the I Ching that time, well, a lot of people ask teacher, where's my house well direction or wealth corner or well sector, right? So the teacher say, yeah, actually it is all over the place, provided you know how to identify it. But back to the fertility of the male, yeah, Northwest is one of the important one because Northwest also represents father. Okay, you want to be a father, okay, from a boy to a man, right? Yeah, you need to strengthen your father direction. Yeah, the sector itself. If it's not strong enough, you have a problem. For example, if you have water fountain, you have a big water pool, swimming pool, or whatever pool out there at your northwest direction. Yeah, actually, it's exhausting the energy of the fathers. Okay, and also if you have fire element at the northwest sector, example school or especially polytechnics or university or very, very famous school, then the northwest is actually hurt or harmed by these elements. How to remedy it? Yeah, there's a way, but once you can avoid, you don't need to do remedies. But really, you're really staying there, you need to do something about it. Call Wendy. Yeah, I'll pass to the next master.
Master, go ahead, Master Mas.
Okay, for Northwest, actually right now I'm talking about the external sector, right? So actually from the Feng Shui point of view, we have again 天地人, okay, the heaven, the earth, and the human trinity of it, right? So this is the earth, okay, which means that it's our floor plan. Our floor plan cannot have anything that harm the northwest sector as well. Yeah, for example, if you have toilet at the northwest, is a no-no. And the most importantly, if you have a missing sector or missing corner yet the northwest as shown in the picture over here, then you need to do something. Again, how to do something, remedy if really happen, call Wendy.
Thank you so much, Master Simmons, for sharing such two important, very, very important tips for everybody who wants to be a parent. Now, why there's not supposed to have water in the northwest? Toilet symbolizes the water element. Hence, when you're in the northwest sector of your house floor plan, your water is depleting the metal because northwest is metal element and it's weakening the metal. So what as metal element, what is northwest representing? Represents father. All right. It also symbolizes when you have cavities and a missing corner, father tends not to be at home, or you have no chance to become a father. So it's very important that when you select your house, it's crucial for you to pick a good house. Always do not be penny wise, pound foolish. Do call Wendy to make an appointment to see us, and I will definitely find you a perfect house. Okay, one that will suit your lifestyle, and of course, hopefully your budget as well. Good. All right, today we're going to talk a bit more, and that's my turn now. I'm going to talk a bit more about forming a family. First and foremost, I think man has always been, over the generations, over the years, been very protective for themselves, with a lot of a lot of face value, things like that. But I think in the modern world, we are all educated, we are all westernized already, and we are all very open to knowledge on the social media and on internet. It's perfectly fine to seek help. Okay, if you have a problem, I think it's only right that you seek help. Right? Do not just point a finger to the ladies, like what Master Charlene says, man, it's not equal or even more important. Okay, I don't know why she said more important, but she said I thought it's equal. Maybe we'll ask her later why is it more important. Maybe great good genes great good genes is the reason why is it more important. Okay, so but I think it's perfectly fine to seek help. Okay, I think it's perfectly fine. And another options would be adoptions. What's wrong with adopting a children if you really want to form a family and biologically or physically you're not able to? It's perfectly fine also to get adopt a baby or two. And today I was browsing the handphone, Facebook, and I saw this beautiful news from the CNA, and that the baby was named Grace because she was adopted by a family that lost a triplet in 24 weeks of their pregnancy. So, but adoption is perfectly fine. I have many clients that are also have adopted children. My mom is also adopted, and my grandparents provided my mom with very good life. Okay, groomed her and all that stuff. So it's perfectly fine to adopt, so long you're able to provide. Okay, and for people out there who thinks that it's not necessary to adopt, not necessary to go for medical, it's also perfectly fine. Just the two of you. I'm also happy with that. Okay, it's just happy. The most important, you must be happy. All right. Well, with or without children, life goes on. It doesn't not necessary to have children to make the perfect marriage. Okay, it's perfectly fine. All right, Master Charlene, you want to share with us some Feng Shui tips, and also you want to tell us why is men more important in the community?
Wow, kena error already. Yeah. No, so I think why I said that comment, definitely two people are very important. But why men, if not, it's also more important is that historically people always say that the fertility is up to the woman itself to be determined. Um, I think in modern science we have come to learn that historically people also say that the gender of the baby is actually determined by the woman itself. You hear a lot of olden day dramas that say that this daughter-in-law is not giving me a son, I want a healthy son, I want a healthy kid. And they realize that it's actually uh not the case. It's not the daughter-in-law that is the one with the issues. It's actually their own son with the issues. So with modern science, that is something that we learn. The gender of the baby is actually largely dependent on the male, the husband rather, determining the gender of the baby, which is why I say it's equally, if not more important, because without the male, without a healthy husband, how are you even going to move on to that next step?
Okay.
Yeah. So moving on to the Feng Shui part of it, right? Something which is very, very commonly overlooked. I think this is something that I brought up in a few of the other Smashing Summits also. I would really appeal to the audience out there to look up at your ceiling. A ceiling also will have an effect on the fertility of the man. Why is that the case? Maybe I'll share with you in the fan club. Do sign up for the fan club if you haven't already done so. We'll be sharing a bit more details about that. But I'm just going to put it out there to tell you, look up at your ceiling, because the health of your ceiling will be the determining factor of your fertility also, for the males especially. So for those of you who have ceilings which are slightly damaged, ceilings which you have put up yourself, not very smooth, watch out. If you are trying to be parents and you see that that is an issue in your house, call Wendy and we see what we can do for you. So that is on the ceiling, right?
Okay.
Wow, Master KK is laughing. Yeah. So another thing, on the health of the house, the construction of a house, something which I've also noticed very common is that there are certain cracks in the wall, especially if you look at the northwest sector, north sector, there are certain sectors which are a lot more important. Actually, every sector is important, but depending on where these cracks are appearing, you are able to tell different messages, and especially relating to fertility. You know cracks in the north sector and cracks in the northwest sector, that is also very important and something to watch out for.
All right. Thank you very much, Master Charlene. The reason why I'm laughing or teasing you again is because I'm looking forward to more cakes. I hope that's a hint. Okay, good. Okay, so for friends out there who are looking to buy a property, all right, we have a very good workbook for you. This workbook is created especially for you to find your property and let you know what your surrounding is before you put in $1 million. Now, we also know HDB foreign flat has gone to 1.228 million, which is shooting off many people's budget, and crazy, if you ask me. Okay. But nevertheless, if you want to buy a house, you really want to buy the best for your family. And with this book, we are able to educate you and share with you how you can use modern science, modern Feng Shui to find a perfect book. All right, we'll guide the perfect house. We'll guide you along, and I will bring you step by step and show you the way. For example, the north sector, which is very important, which is what Master 𝗀𝗶𝗹𝗶 is going to share with you later. Why is it important? Because north represents the male's semen. Okay, but if your north is weak, it's not just the semen that's going to be weak, it can also be cash flow that's weak. All right, so your north sector, by looking from your house using the map, we'll guide you along, we'll show you the north. If your north sector has, for example, a construction site or a library, it's not going to be doing you any favor at all. Even police station is not going to be good. Okay, so what happens if you have all this in your north sector? All you need to do is just mark it and then name it. If your score is above 4 or on par of 4, we strongly advise you to look into this property again, because it may cause you some problems. And these are over here, which are the years going to have problems and what are the problems you have. Okay, and this book is going very cheap. It's really going to be helpful, helping you to make the $1 million decision with confidence. All right, and this book is only at $47. The first 20 people who purchase this book will get a 30 minutes house analysis. Okay, so friends out there, if you're seriously looking for a property, please get yourself this book. Of course, you can call Wendy, and if you want us to do a physical or an online house selection for you, it's also possible. For an online house selection, we give you a promotion here. 3 property house selections is at 1,500. Okay, and the first 6 people will also get a free workbook. All right, and please do not be penny wise, pound foolish. Okay, if you are looking for a house audit service, you can also scan the pink color QR code, and then we'll contact you. Our office when they contact you. Okay, good. Master 𝗀𝗶𝗹, you're up next. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Master 𝗀𝗶𝗹, come.
Okay, like just now what Master KK said, the north sector actually represents the semen, the male semen. IA is represented by this water element, so it actually represents our kidney. So if for people that know a bit about probably TCM, right, you will know the people will tell you, the sun is very important, especially when it comes to fertility of the man. Okay, so if you happen to have a house that have missing sector on the north, then this is something you have to seriously look into it. Okay, because it will not just affect, like what Master Kiki said, cash flow and stuff like this. Okay, it will also affect your fertility. Okay.
Master, how much is the book?
$47.
Yes, correct. Thank you.
But important is the analysis that we're going to provide you after that. The professional analysis.
Correct.
That one worth million. Okay, then like you can see on the picture, the plants, a lot of people like to have their own mini garden inside their house or outside their HDB. If it happen to be on the north sector, it will severely weaken the north. So what it means that the male semen might have some problem with the swimming. The swimming technique not good enough. Too slow.
Okay. So what happens if they have a library, Master?
Library or bookshelf, if you happen to put on the north, the issue will be the same, because the library or the bookshelf is actually the earth element. It's actually countering the water. So this time your semen is not swim too slow. They can't even swim. They probably die halfway. That is something that you all have to look into it.
Or swim in the mud.
Swim in the mud. 游不动, totally 游不动, So
Okay,
it's
one
something
tip
very
over here.
serious.
One tips over here you want to know. since you have a library, right, at the north, right, I would suggest you just move it to the northwest.
Yes,
Yeah,
it'll be very
then,
good.
yeah, because library is earth element, right? So you go to the northwest, put at the northwest, and you actually strengthen the matter, which is northwest direction representing. Then the chances of being a father for the male will be there.
Great. For friends out there, you know, like what Master Simas says, this is we have done 11 sessions really, and it's of course greatly sponsored by our good sponsor from Renault Talk and Sky Creation. So for friends out there in Renault Talk, do write to us and tell us what you want to hear from us. And for friends out there from Sky Creation, also write to us and tell us how you want to show your house or feature your house, or what are the topics that you are interested to hear about when you're renovating your house. Okay, all our masters are working masters, meaning to say we go and see Feng Shui every day. So we have many experience and we have many case study to share with you. Okay, and like we said, we have promised to give you the book. I want to highlight to you in the Peace of Mind, the book Peace of Mind. All right, we have written there a few tips about why sometimes you are unable to have children. One of it has to do with your companions, right? And not your husband, not your wife, another companion. Just go and take a look, read it, and you may disagree with me, but facts is facts. Science, you cannot be challenged. Okay, good. So this is the website, circle96.com/ebook. All right, we have many books, and we are still going to write more. We'll share with you. All right, like I said, there are many people out there who thinks that the pandemic is over and out there looking for property. I totally wish you to forward this to a friend who is looking to buy a lift at MB, which is off Arthur Road. This property is at a very expensive place, but why people here are not so good in singing karaoke. All right, you want to find out why? Please tune in on the 21st of May 2022. And if you are thinking of sending your children for the speech and drama class, better think twice. Okay, in fact, I think you should send because it's not going to be very good for them, but they can't really sing very well. All right, if you want to take part in Singapore Got Talent, is there something called Singapore Got Talent? Don't have or Talent Time? Talent Time don't have. Anyway, I think it's Britain Got Talent or something like that. Then don't bother. Okay, good. Again, this will be the QR code for you to contact us if you want to speak to Wendy. Her telephone number is 8448-7416. Everything, look for Wendy. Drink coffee, look for Masters. Okay, and we'll also give you the remedy. So a lot of people are saying, "Hey, how, Master? You only tell us watch out for this, watch out for that. Where are the remedies? The remedies are all in the fan club." Again, the number to call is 8448-7416. Look for Wendy. Okay, good. Masters and Wendy, anything else you want to share, Masters? Masters all quiet, nothing to share.
Yeah.
You also want to bring
I think
Wendy
just one more one more thing to add from me, right? Like that house analysis, the condo review that we are talking about, not only send it to your friends who are thinking of purchasing the place, do also send it to friends who have already purchased that place. It's very important for them to understand the dynamics of their house to decide what is it that they should be doing next.
Good. Thank you very much, Wendy.
Yeah, Master KK, do you want to see whether there's some question or comments in the Facebook?
No, I don't see anything now. There's only one person who asked how much is it, and we have told her. Yeah, okay, good. Also want to take the opportunity to wish Wendy happy Mother's Day, and those people who are thinking, is there any fun having been a mother, or did Feng Shui help her to be a happier mother? She will share many stories. If you call her 8448-7416, she's more than happy to chat up with you and tell you her experience after she has seen Feng Shui. Okay, good. We'll see you guys in fan club. We're going to start recording our fan club shortly after this. Wish everybody have a happy weekend. And Master Sherlyn, the long weekend, I did not have any cake, so today weekend can make cakes or not. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.